help new generation moms survive this digital age. And it's something that we have done to support moms. Uh, okay, I think I have uh, a founder on this call, who is Mrs. Korede Olosunde. She's also on the call, joining all the way from Canada. Honored to have you on this call now. I don't know if I will say good morning to you because you should be in the morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. We are so honored to have on this call. So, quickly, we're going to go to the business of the day. It's going to be an interactive session, so feel free when it's time for us to speak. Um, our host will help us do justice to unmute you so that once you raise your hand, you'll be allowed to speak. I also have on the call members of the Digital Mom team on this call who are also part of the program we are having today. Um, this afternoon, we're going to be touching balancing screen time. It's a whole year program. We're having this program full year because we're going to be having month by month webinars, and this is to help different women in different capacity. We're going to help you to understand becoming a digital mom. And when you say digital mom, it's family, yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, and doing something differently all by yourself. The world has gone so digital that you should be able to work, you should be able to earn more at the comfort of your home or anywhere. So it's a long month program. This year we have different and exciting topics that we'll be treating. So now that we have you, we have your numbers, we've been sending you different messages. Thank you for taking time to read our messages. We appreciate it all. God bless you. So, like we have shared earlier, our topic today is balancing screen time. Balancing screen time, and we're going to be doing that by sharing with you um, the school, how to manage yourself, manage your children, set guidelines for your family. When I say family, so this program is going to touch around all the to run your school activity. I'm trying to share my screen so that it makes the work faster. Oh, sorry. Please, host, can you unpin me from this dashboard? Let me see. Okay. Mm. I don't know if anyone can say that. Oh, now. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. So I think we're on the same page now. All right, so sorry for that downtime. All right, so we're starting with talking about keeping our families safe online at this time. And why is it paramount to keep our families safe? We have partly all, I can even say maybe 70% of our everyday life is online. We are either on WhatsApp, we are either on TikTok, we are either on Instagram, we are either doing one transaction, even banking and so on. We're having it online. And that applies to our children too. Some of their assignments, some of their research, some of the activities are also held online. So we need to look at how it's critical for us to put our families safe here online. Bear it in mind that anything you post online is like a savings account. Anything you put online is like a savings account. So, like I said, we said in this slide, it said being online is part of our everyday life. And looking at the research, we have 66% of our lives online. I can say categorically, some even have 90%. Maybe the remaining part is when they wake up and do some other thing. So I want us to ask ourselves questions. It's an interactive session. I'm not just the one doing the talking here. So you can raise your hand. The host will help you unmute, and then will ask. So, what do you do and what do your children do online every day? Do we have anyone that can share? I can share my own. My children, they chat with their friends and do some part of their assignments online. At least every day, I can say that every day they do so. So I don't know if there's anyone that wants to speak concerning that. What do your children do online every day? Do you know? Are you sure you're aware of what they do online every day? Feel free. We can unmute and say what you want to say. You can unmute to say if you know what your children or your child or your ward or whoever with you, what they do online every day. Once they come back from school, what would they do with the phone when they get hold of it? Or do they take their phones to school? I'm not seeing anyone raising hand. Okay, I know very soon we all want to speak because we are going to know. So most times we have our children chat with their friends, watch video clips, and play games with online friends and strangers. Yeah, we have different chat tools here now. Before now, everyone was doing WhatsApp, but these children, because they know parents now monitor WhatsApp like anything, they've migrated to Snapchat. So go and look at if you have a teenager at home that has a phone, I can tell you it's Snapchat. So they are either on Snapchat or YouTube, and then playing Roblox. Those three things, if you are very sure of it, you have a teenager, you have them on Snapchat, YouTube, and then Roblox. So as amazing as we can have the use of internet, we should put at the back of our mind that they need guidance. These people need guidance. Every member of your family needs guidance, so that you don't just put anything out there online or they are committing a crime. Let me give an example. Recently, there's someone that brought a device. I think that thing is like a peppermint. And this person uses this peppermint for fresh breath. Do you know it's something that they sniff like cigarettes or something? That's the way it looked like. And his son saw him doing it. The boy went over, picked it up, did the same thing while he was recording himself, and then he posted it to a friend, and before you know it, the whole school got hold of it. As we speak, is either on suspension or something. So all these things, they need guidance to know what to post online and what not to post online. And that's the essence of having this program today, to balance screen time, to also get them online safety, so that they don't mar their nearest future online. You see somebody contesting for the post of a governor, and then they are bringing something he posted 10 years ago to speak against him. So let's get to know what it is. So, what are your biggest concern keeping your children safe online? What are your biggest concern? I want to, that's why I said it's an interactive question, because we are going to be asking different questions. What are your biggest concern? Sincerely, children know more and better than us these days. They know a lot of things. They are inquisitive. They discover so well things that we ignore. They discover so well things that we ignore. So, what are your biggest concerns in terms of online safety or screen time? I will use myself as an example. My kids, one of my major concerns is once they get hold of the phone, they don't manage their time. You see them, they are not eating, not reading, not ready to do house chores, because they are right online. And yet, another concern is, what are they posting out there? Who are they chatting with? I've had to format phones to delete all numbers because of online safety. Because of online safety. So I don't know if we have anyone with a major concern, and then you want to say, okay, this is what I've said, or if it's an example of something you've seen around you, please feel free. It's an interactive session. It's not just training. Where we are going to help ourselves is still coming. But if we don't understand your concerns, we might not be able to share so much. All right, I can still see no one is raising a hand. So I want to tell you, you can see you are not alone. I will just read out some very few things here. Parents need to be more involved and engaged, as well as to be very educated. Our children are more tech savvy than us. That person is responding. My children are more tech savvy than I. Sincerely, my kids are the one putting me on my toes in terms of tech. So I don't joke with it, and they know I would always run and ensure that I get to know that thing before they make use of it. And don't forget, safety is paramount. This person is telling us safety is paramount. I'm concerned with what they get up to when I'm not monitoring them. I have someone that came to me and said, please, I saw that you can switch your children's device off from where you are. They won't have access to it. I need you to come visit me and help me do same to my children's devices. That's it, because she doesn't know what they are doing when she's not monitoring. And that's another answer. So don't feel like you are alone in this thing. We are all in it together. That's what we have. We have mothers that I have seen mothers that said, thank God I trained my kids when phone was not the order of the day. My parents would be happy to have that. But we don't have a choice. We have to leave it. So this is the era of technology. Kids don't play outside. Have you invited your kids for a party? Those days, we always want to go for parties. But kids these days, they don't want to go out. Once there is internet at home, they want to stay back. Mommy, please, you can go. We are fine. So people can pretend to be anyone online. And that's another thing. This Roblox game, there was a time we saw it circulate that it must be banned because you meet strangers online. Even Snapchat, you meet strangers, people you don't know, and then they come into your DM, start chatting, and we can see a lot of kidnaps and so on. So these are things that we need to look at critically as things that affect our children if we don't guide them the right path. Another person said, I don't want them to stumble across things they shouldn't be. That's, I don't know how, unless you are ready to monitor and manage, get involved. Because things I noticed these days, Instagram, I was telling someone I'm going to be deleting my Instagram very soon. And why is it so? Before now, Instagram don't post adult content. When you post adult content, your account will be blocked. But 2026, I stand to be corrected. Adult content are being posted on Instagram these days. You see things raw and live. So if you say you don't want them to come across it, you have to be involved. And that's what brings us to the agenda of our webinar today. Setting digital ground rules for the family. Discover and manage family-friendly content. Protect your family online privacy and security. Maybe once a while, maybe during birthdays or something, that's when you can see I post my children online. I rarely do so. I only post maybe funny content or post myself because of privacy and security. We have people, if they buy anything new today, it must be posted online. All these things, we must take note of it. We must take note of it. So, setting ground rules. What kind of ground rules do you currently run? I'll say one from my end is for my kids, no phones anytime from 9 p.m. The phones won't even work because I've installed something on it, set timing, and once it's that time, phones don't work. Another ground rule is that their screen time per day is not more than 2 hours. During the week, 45 minutes, weekend, 2 hours. That's the ground rule. So if you hold your phone for 2 hours at a stretch, then the phone locks automatically because it's already set in that device. And you'll be wondering, how is that possible? We're going to get there this today before we leave this webinar. And if you need help, that's why I said you're still going to unmute. Everyone is not unmuting now. But when we get there, you will unmute and ask questions. So we need to establish screen boundaries like the ones I've just said, and then rules of sharing, what and what not to share. There's something that I corrected my kids are girls. And you know, when they are having to record something, one day she was recording and she was in my room. And I told her, do you know you don't record things in the house unless you are outside? And she was like, why? I said, because I can be naked and you are recording. I can be naked in my room and you are recording. So you need to set those rules, what to share, what not to share. So before you share anything, be sure of the background, be sure of the content. Don't just share. Look at what you are sharing critically. So screen time. to balance screen time has a lot of impact. If you don't balance it, it has negative impact. For negative impact, too much exposure to the screen affects your sleep. It affects your sleep. It affects the sleep of those children. If you look at them in the night, they don't sleep well. They wake up a little disrupted. They are not organized. So that's the reason why you must ensure that their screen time reduces, because there's an effect on of screen access. If you use iPhone is such that after a while it calculates your screen time and tell you you have spent so number of hours on your screen, because it wants you to remember and to do something about it. So the effect of that screen time on the children might be negative. Then they spend less time doing outdoor programs, whether we like it or not. Sporting activities, house chores, and every other thing improves the brain capacity of a child. When they engage in other activities other than screen damages their brain. Screen damage. Now even mothers, they've turned phone to toys. We now have tablets, all these kids tablets that we use. I think I have one here with me. We have a lot of kids devices that we use to something like this. We have all these devices that we use in taking care of them. Well, I don't want her to cry. I don't want her to disturb me. So if you are a nursing mother, please, the screen time damages the brain of a child. Go and do your research. I can say it anytime. And how would I say, it makes them lose concentration. But the positive impact is they connect with friends and family. They have their own work done, their house chore, they interact. When a child stays too much on the screen, they withdraw from the public. They withdraw from the general public. They don't want to interact. They don't want to speak. And before you know it, they withdraw from you as their parents and find solace in screen. So, and that takes me to this family link. This is the interesting part. I feel like jumping here and coming back to it. Google has designed this app to control devices. I don't know if I can share my screen I don't want to disrupt this screen. I would have shared my screen from my phone, which I'm still going to do before. So before the end of the program, I would show you. I have about 4 devices in my house here for my kids, and then a general one that I put in the house like a tablet. And these devices are controlled. Yeah, I can see Adejumoke. Are you raising your hand? Is Adejumoke raising hand? Okay. Keza or Kezia. I can see your hand anyway. Um, all right, let's still move on. So I'll talk about the family link. Family link is something that helps us to manage all these devices. It's so easy. I give them screen time on it. There's school time, there's the sleep time, reading time, and it helps you to also manage what they do on each app. If they are on WhatsApp for more than 40 minutes, if they are on YouTube for more than 20 minutes, you will be able to know what they do on every of these devices at a particular point in time. And it will help you. You can go to work and you know what your children are doing at home. You don't have to stay at home with them to monitor them. This app is for you to keep an eye on your kids' screen time. Like I said earlier, I said a family link can help you set daily screen time, set their bedtime, set per app time limits. You can grant bonus time, because we have days that when they do well, they finish their house chores, they completed their assignments, then I compensate them with bonus time. And you can lock your child's device remotely. You don't have to be there physically. You just lock it and fine, we are good. So we are still going to come back to family link to discuss. This is going to be where we'll end this webinar. So I don't want to dwell too much on it. So How would you talk to your children about the screen time? How would you, maybe you want to, yes, we had to have a meeting. Initially we lost it, then one day I decided, come, we need to have a meeting. It was war. They didn't they were not happy about it. They had to even leave the device to me, that then please take it, we are not interested. But after a while they saw the need to comply, and then we became friends again to have it. So you need to know balancing homework versus social media. If your child only wants to spend time online, you need to know how to manage that part. Then you have to also keep a positive attitude towards screen time. You as a parent, how well do you manage your own screen time? Is it that you sit all through on your phone all the way, or you do it? So you need to have a discussion, even with your spouse, if with even with your husband. Please, we need to discuss about it, because some people, once they get in, they press their phone, they don't even attend to family matters. So it's something we need to discuss with positive attitude. So discuss the family screen time with your with every member of your family. And the first question is, does technology ever prevent you from being present? Check yourself. As a mother or as a parent, does this affect you? Are you always on Instagram? Are you always on TikTok? Are you always on Facebook? So how does screen time affect your focus, and why does it matter? And you do same when you are asking yourself. You also reflect on that on your children, and you can also send it to your husband and say, my dear, can you answer these questions? Just do it jokingly so that it won't cause a read. Because they'll tell you, I do my work on my phone. Can't you see I'm speaking to my business partner here? So, you know, you have to manage that conversation. So you need to reflect on ways to control screen time. A lot of people have lost family gathering. They've lost family devotion because of this screen time. They've lost it. So you need to bring it back into your home. Now, you need to set expectations around sharing. We need to set expectations around sharing. Teach them about digital footprint. I said earlier, discuss, especially your teenagers. I know the babies are just watching YouTube, baby, that's what they're watching online. But once they start getting to age 9, or start having access to Snapchat, WhatsApp, and all these other apps up to age 17, please teach them what digital footprint is all about. And what's digital footprint? This is what you share online. Minimize what you share. Minimize what you share. Don't just post anything. Oversharing can cause issues. We've had some different content of somebody sharing her home, everything, and her children were kidnapped. You share your children with their uniforms on, somebody is able to identify their school, they can pick them up. So discuss the responsibility in sharing positive content. And also online bullying. Don't participate in harassing people online. Please, all these things we need to uh, uh, lay a point of emphasis to our children. What kind of content are our children exposed to? That one is something that we also need to look critically. I said it earlier. Instagram in 2026, you can go back now and start checking. They are sharing adult content on Instagram now. It wasn't so before. But this 2026, the last few weeks, I have noticed what we see on Instagram now is not what we normally see. Before, when you post adult content, your account will be flagged. But today, it's not so. So you need to understand and monitor what kind of content are your children exposed to online. What do they say? Is it images of violence? Before now, when you are posting anything, violence, cruelty, or pictures that are not good, they'll tell you, you will block it and say viewers discretion. So if you now open it, that means you want to see it. But if not, but now it's not so. They just post anything online. Pornography is also there. Some sites encouraging suicide, crime, racism, smoking, eating disorders, and so on. Also gambling, unmoderated chat rooms. Last year, I had the same issue here with my kids. They were going on summer break, and they decided that, okay, everybody, let's share phone numbers and create a group, a WhatsApp group. Let's create a WhatsApp group, and everybody is on that group so that we can keep the lines warm and encourage ourselves. And every day I go back to that group to check the activities. Once before bed, they are asleep, I get hold of the device and I look at it all through the way. And that night, I was with the device and then I saw somebody drop pornography. I don't know, I was almost losing balance. I screamed. And I immediately, spontaneously, I deleted that WhatsApp. I was too scared. One, what is it? How long has this been happening? Has it been done before? I tried to check back, but I could not even hold myself. And I had to call for a meeting and say, look, this is she said, no, it has happened once. Somebody posted it and then deleted it. So you can imagine not monitoring it. Before you know it, they get used to that part of it and they begin to watch pornography. So unmoderated chat rooms, content containing terrible attitude, swearing, and so on. So we have all these things in our phones. The phones you carry, you can manage all of this. Once you are able to set up a device for your children, right from when you are setting it up, let Google know that this person is a child, is a teenager, is age 9 to 11, 11 to 13, 13 to 17, and their exposure to some of these apps are restricted. Their exposure to some of these apps. And you can see, with all that I've said, we are back to Family Link. Family Link will also take you back, blacklist some websites or some apps and so on that will not even come your child's way. It will help you manage them and post family-friendly content. They have YouTube for kids. It will only accommodate YouTube for kids, and what they will be watching will be limited to their age. It will be limited to their ages. It won't just be anything. So you can set parental control on different browsers that they can visit. Some browsers now, there are different pops up. You just see an advert will pop up, somebody selling adult tools, and the child will know, will click on it, and then they keep interacting on that part. So Family Link is still the tool that would help us. And you can see this is YouTube Kids. YouTube Kids, yes, they watch movies, they watch cartoons, they see music and so on. But to the level of their age, it sets even time limits, it blocks or flags mature content, it will block it. For mine, it blocks it. And you can review their watch history. Whatever they have watched before you return back, you are able to see it. You are able to see it. And let me tell you, Family Link is so good that your child cannot download any app without your approval. Your child will not be able to download any app without your approval. So it's restricted. They would have to get your consent before downloading any app. So talk to your children about all this inappropriate content. Start a conversation. Think before you click. Tell them, think before you click, and if possible, supervise them. Don't scold them because they might not even know at the beginning. They didn't start it. It's maybe by pops up and so on that gets them involved. So ensure you start a conversation and put them. Then the last one is protecting your family security and privacy. I'm trying to manage our time so that we can spend the remaining time on Family Link, and then if you need help, we can help. So the first thing is the stranger danger. And that's where all these Roblox, Snapchats, and all these other apps come in. You see them, once they download, they get involved. There's a stranger waiting at the other end that is ready to play that game with them. From there, we've seen cases where a child is asked to go and jumped from a story building down with a rope on his neck, and it was strangulated all the way. So ensure you counsel them to understand the stranger danger thing that is ongoing. Another one is identifying fraud. You identify a fraudulent app, and then cyber bullying. Don't let them, they should not engage in cyber bullying. So for the stranger danger, what are we to look out for? Once the child is becoming secretive, they withdraw. They don't want to talk to you, or they don't want you to know who they are chatting with. Just bump into them unannounced once they are in their room, because if you look at it, when they want to have access to their device, they always love it in their rooms. Or when they start using some sexual language that you don't expect them at that age to know, please ensure you know what they are doing. Then once you come near their computer or their phones or their device, they switch their screen. These children know how to do a lot of things. So once you start noticing that something at the other end, there's a stranger at the other end that you should watch out for. But you have to do it, apply wisdom. So here they said the increased use of mobile devices and greater access to internet has made our children more accessible than ever through unprotected social media and online game forums. That's a research done by UNICEF, and that's the result. So for every of this social media, enable the privacy setting. But let me say to you, any child below the age of 17 should not have access to TikTok, Facebook, uh, Twitter, or what's it called? Instagram. They should not. It's not yet time. I would advise you restrict them from it. Then you enable some privacy settings if you cannot rule out on that. So start a conversation with your children. Somebody is saying, I read a story about an adult pretending to be a child online. Do you know if any of your friends have experienced anything similar? That's a way. So you talk about it, ensure you start a conversation with your child, let them know what is happening. Somebody talking, do you have a stranger talking to you on your phone? Do you have a friend that has been telling you things that should not tell you? Talk about the risk, agree on the rules, and then stay engaged. It's a time for us not to sleep. Stay engaged. Identify fraud. So when you start that one, for those that are a little bit older, you start checking them. Maybe you suspect that your child's identity has been stolen. Please put their name on Google, put their name and search for it, so that somebody is not using your child's identity elsewhere. Please. Or you start receiving some strange messages. So don't let them post their pictures online. Let them know. They need to be private about it so that they don't experience fraudulent activity. So how do I protect my child from identity theft? Check their online privacy settings, check their device settings, and also find out what is already out there. Like I said, put their name on some of these apps so that you know. Take action, or you go to incognito. Incognito is safer, and then bring down all of these things. Talk to your children about password settings. I think I've been able to do that. They have their passwords. Keep your passwords for it, but you can share with your mommy because I'm your mom. So talk to them, let them put their password, how to set it, so that they will be able to keep their information. Then they cyberbullying. Not ensure that they do not engage in cyberbullying. Face-to-face bullying. We have face-to-face bullying in school, in churches, or in their community, where they start having audience and they begin to. But cyberbullying, we see a lot of people do it. I can mention there's a very popular celebrity. I don't even know if I'll call her celebrity or actress. She does that a lot. Just see someone do something, you call them out, you drag them. That's cyberbullying. So tell them, reach a vast audience. in a matter of seconds. That's the way cyberbullying does. Any small thing, it spreads. It's hurtful comments. When you see hurtful comments or images shared on multiple pages, maybe they were in school, somebody fell or a girl's clothes got torn and the boy is recording her, sending it. That's part of cyberbullying. So ensure that you speak to them regarding that, because it's a punishable offense. So I don't know, are you familiar with some of these terms? Harassment, trolling, catfishing, roasting, griefing, and outing. If you are not, please look out for all these words. You can take them down. These are online terms that are being used. So if you don't know, please take them down, get their meaning, and watch out for them. So what to look out for? You may start to suspect your child is being bullied. Maybe they stop using their devices, or they seem nervous or jumpy, they don't want to go out, or maybe during school, I don't want to go for that activity. Something is happening somewhere. Or you notice they're always online and they are the ones doing it. So it's a two-way thing. So 47% of children interviewed report experiencing some form of digital harassment. So you can see some of them have it. I've seen a group chat with my kids before, and my daughter was called out. I know they were telling her, well, maybe somebody called her a snitch and so on, and she was attacked on that same group. And I responded on the group, I think you people need to be with your principal on Monday. And that was what ended it. So stop, speak, and support when you notice online bullying. Ensure you help the child to know. So this is how to talk to your child or your children about bullying. The first thing is find out why, talk it through, teach by example, then learn from it. Don't get upset, don't ignore, don't condone, and don't take away the devices. Don't take it away. The only reason why you take it away is if they are not reading, allow them. So don't say, I wouldn't agree. No. So please, these are the do's and don'ts. When you notice anything, not just bullying now, when you notice anything, find out the reason why, talk through it, teach them by example, learn from it. Don't be upset. Do not ignore. Do not condone it. Don't overlook. And then don't take away their devices. So there are some tips engaging your child on. These are resources that you can do. Talk early as age 5. Please start talking to them. Talk early, talk often. Choose the right time. Open up and share. Create a safe space. Let them understand the boundaries early enough so that they don't get caught up. So there are so many resources that you can use. We have the Google Wellbeing, where the wellbeing.google/family. Please take them down. The YouTube Kids, by now you should know. Even my YouTube here is partitioned. The one for myself, I have my code on it. The one for them, it's open. On your Netflix, you can do same. You can do same on your Netflix, because if you don't partition your Netflix for kids and adults, they would watch those movies you don't want them to watch. Let them understand. On your DSTV, when we still had DSTV in those days, my kids know that any movie that is rated 13 and above, they don't watch it. Once they see, they'll tell you it's for adults, we are not watching. But if it's not rated, so you discuss early enough, let them understand. Family Link, Google Fishing Quiz, all these tools can help us to take care of our kids very well. So today, what have we learned about online threats? What will we do to protect our children? What conversation will we have with our children? Can you take note of all these questions? Because these are the questions that we are going to close with. So I'm going to stop here for us to have a question and answer session. Then we now have the family link properly. Thank you. So if you have questions, please, let's start raising our hands. Oh. Let's start raising our hands. Let's raise our hands if you have questions, or if you have comments, or something you've experienced, or a friend of yours at the tree and you just want to share, and then we can all take lessons from it. Please feel free to unmute, or you can raise your hand. I know one Madam Adejumoke Kezia raised the hand the other time. Madam Adejumoke, please can you unmute and say something?
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for the wonderful enlightenment. I raised my hand then to contribute to what you were saying, that what are our fears when it comes to our kids handling phones. And I wanted to mention that one of my fears is them having to scroll through um posts that are obscene, or that they should not be seen at their age. And it was thereafter that you mentioned it. So I was clear with that. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. This is well appreciated. Yeah. So scrolling through things that they should not see. So you can see that we all have fears, but there is a way out. Okay. There is a way out. So that's part of it. I don't know, is there anyone here that understands Family Link very well, or you've made use of it and you have something to share about it? Please, let's make it interactive. We have like another 30 minutes to round up. We don't want to take too much of our time. Or if you have questions.
Okay. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you
good
so much.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for all you said today. The bit I know about the family link is that as a parent, you have the installation on your phone. So you can actually monitor it from your phone without necessarily getting to your child's phone. It gives you a report. You are able to see the sites they have been, even to a few weeks back. You are able to monitor. So as you follow that report, you can actually speak with your child to say, oh, I spotted that today at 12 p.m. you were on this site. What were you doing on the site? The good thing about it also is that for the sites that they should not get to at all, they won't get there. There are some that we will not put control, but at the same time, maybe in discuss with them, you've told them, okay, you know what? TikTok and Instagram is usually for posting pictures. You had a discussion with them to say, what exactly would be your benefit if you're going to be on Instagram or TikTok Monday to Friday? Just use that as an example, because Monday to Friday they go to school. I mean, what would you want to be doing there if it's not academics? Is Instagram or TikTok going to help you in your academics? Is there a research that you're looking for that the best place to get it is Instagram or TikTok? I'm just using this as an example. So when we know the uses of these social media handles or social media, we know the benefits, we know the advantages. Now, who am I speaking to? Is it a child of 5 to 10? or is it a child of 12 to 18? We have to put this into consideration. A child between 0 and probably even all the way to this, I don't think they should be on Instagram yet. Yes, people say they want to preserve names. So because of the names they want to preserve, they quickly get a handle for their child so that when their child is grown enough, they'll be able to have that handle. Because sometimes it's difficult to get the names you want to get. Like, for example, when I was trying to set up one, it was difficult to get a particular name the way I wanted it, because why? Some other people had gotten it. So they say they want to quickly take those names so that when the child has grown to that age, it will be the child's own. So there's a lot of advantage. And like we say, we learn every day. Even if you set it up now, you may not fully understand it, but with time and the age of that setting up, we get to understand it better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you so much. I think you've really explained how the family link runs. So it's something that I need every one of us. Just go to your Play Store or iOS App Store and download Family Link. Just put it there, Google Family Link. And once you download it, you set it up with your child's device. On your child's device, you already have their emails on it. The email that you have used to set up the phone or the device the child is using. Then you now link it to your device, and then you can control it from any part, anywhere you are. You don't have to be at home to control it. You can control whatever. You see what they are doing. You see the number of hours spent. My kids are so used to it. During the week, you don't see them. If you see them with the phone, I am not at home. They need to call me to say, Mommy, what are we eating? Or we want this or that. And they drop the phone immediately. You won't see them use phones during the week. Weekends, once they are done with their assignment or house chores, then they will take their permission. They can't download any app without your consent if you are on a family link. So you might need to go back to discuss with them and say, okay, at this point, you want to come on family link. It might look a little bit boring or restricted, but sincerely, you're going to enjoy. Now we enjoy it. We enjoy it. They'll send you an approval. The approval pops up to say, I want to download this app. Can I go ahead? If you deny the approval, because it will give you the opportunity to check what app is this, what's the age, rated age, what's it used for, the content, and if possible, the what do we have? All these reviews that we have on the app. You'll be able to read some things about it before you give it an approval. So if it's not okay for them, you yank it off immediately and deny the approval. So you can go now. I don't know if you're able to do that. If you need help, please feel free to let us know. I'm available to help you on this family link because we need to set it up and guide our children. I want to say a big thank you to every one of us for joining. Thank you so much for joining this first program for the year. We are going to be having more topics, which is going to be even how to help ourselves as mothers, how to create or create good content, and the good use of our social media to help our businesses. Many of us, what we do on Instagram or TikTok is go there, check the latest gist, get fashion items, maybe we buy some things, and when we don't surf away, look for different content. We forget the fact that you can enhance your business with your WhatsApp, with your Instagram, with your TikTok. We'll see people advertise their businesses. So we can also help you do that. So we want to just create new generation digital mothers that can carry their phones with confidence and say, I am in charge. I am the one in control for both my business, my family, my children, and so on. So it will make parenting boring for any one of us. It will make parenting boring. Parenting can be boring when you have to come back from work and you are contending with what a child has done since morning. You're already tired. You have to cook. You have to do something. So it will help you guide against um, any form of bad use of devices and internet. Thank you very much. So let's have questions. Let's have questions or contributions. Please feel free to raise your hand. Please feel free to raise your hand. Let's have questions. If you have questions, if you have need for us to assist you on the family link, you can go and download your family link now. Download the family link and send in through that WhatsApp we have been using to disseminate information to you to ask your questions. We'll have someone that is going to be available to attend to you. Someone is going to be available to attend to you. So please feel free to help us know how well we can help you, so that we can know how well we can help you. Do we still have any question or any contribution? Okay. If we don't have any, I have that singular honor to, I'm going to let her speak. Our founder is here. I didn't know she would have time. That was why I didn't even put her in this plan all the way because of the time difference. But I'm so honored and happy that she's here with us. So, Mrs. Olosude, I'll just give you some few minutes to address everyone on this call and see how well Digital Mom is doing and the vision of what was on your mind when you started Digital Mom, and see how we can drive it and move it forward to a better level. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you very much, Vitola. Thank you so much for everyone who, out of a busy schedules, were able to make it to today's meeting. Thank you so much. We are honored to have every one of us here. Just in addition to what our able presenter had presented today, you will all agree with me that this era came quickly as a result of COVID. When COVID came, it quickly spurred or gave a tablet or a phone into the hands of our children. That was when homeschooling became the order of the day. For my family, that was the period we had to go get a tablet for my son so that he can continue his studies while at home. And of course, that made it the beginning of him having a tablet in his hand every single day. As parents, as busy moms, we are truly busy trying to make ends meet, fending for our family in every sphere. And so, at that beginning time, we put the cart before the horse, meaning that we all jumped into it like a bandwagon. We didn't have that time to have actually sat them down and do a thorough or have a thorough discourse with them. The do's and the don'ts, the where to go and where not to go, the what to do and what not to do. So that's why I said we put the cart before the horse. But we all went in that direction, and then we spotted, oh, there was something we ought to have done before we got here. It was after that we now came back and said, you know what? These and this and this is what happens online, and they are what? They are real. Cyberbullying is real. Harassment online is real. And at the same time, making money online is real. This same tablet or this same phone has made a lot of people millionaires today. This same tablet, as good as it is, also has a lot of evil in and around it. But what do we take out of it? What do you want to take out of it as a mother? What do I want to take out of it as a mother? Is to do what? To use the benefit and the advantage of this thing called technology. To use it to better our lot. To use it, let me just give us an example. My son was giving an example the other day. He did not even try to use his brain to think. He put it straight into technology and he got the response. I screamed and I told him, you know what? Let's put this answer aside. Sit down now by yourself and think through it. When you are done thinking through it, then we'll now look at it vis-a-vis what technology has given you as the answer. You and I will agree that whilst we were in school, we had pen pals. We were writing letters. In fact, from Nigeria, we're writing letters to overseas from people we do not know, but they are friends. Our children today can't do that. But you know what? They are better with technology than you and I as of today, which is what she has already said. They are the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas, meaning they are light year ahead of us, meaning we are to catch up with them. So we also need to keep ourselves abreast of situations, circumstances, technology. They are better than us, but we need to try. We need to try. They cannot be at level 1000 and we are at level 0. That's the gulf. That's the valley. Every day we must try. And when we try, we will be able to catch up with them. So I want to plead with us as moms and dad, if there's a dad on this call, let's monitor, let's supervise, let's keep on speaking to them and speaking to them in love. And as parents, let's also ensure that we become technology savvy, IT savvy, just to keep ourselves abreast of happenstances and circumstances as they surround us. Thank you for coming. I believe that we'll make it a great time again. For everyone that has come, a big appreciation to you all. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you to the presenters. Thank you to everyone who is present on this call. We appreciate. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much. If your hands are not busy, please let's share our up with our virtual hands, our emojis. Yeah, so I'm so honored that she's here today, and I can see she has really given us the opening remark, though it came afterwards. Uh, that's where we started from, sincerely. It's something we need to look into. As parents, don't see we have to be tech savvy. It's no longer negotiable. It's a must. It's no longer negotiable. It is a must that we are tech savvy. So I want us to take all this back home and ensure we do justice to it. Our next topic will be shared within the next 1 or 2 weeks, and our speaker will also be made known. And we're going to be having exciting topics. We want you to please come with questions, come with the heart to come and learn, to come and get more ideas. We are all learning. In the course of putting this together, I've also seen some other things, learned a lot from it, and I'm so excited because it's going to make me improve. It's going to make me more tech savvy. It's going to help me even in my daily activities. It is going to help me. So, and that's what we want to achieve, to have a digital mom. Do you know we now have digital homes? We now have digital homes where things are digitized. Your kitchen is digital. So when your husband have that money and put you in a digital home and you're not a digital mom, how do you want to live in that kind of home? So please, let's ensure that we start now. Yeah, let's start now and get the best of what we can get. This is just the starting point where we still have a lot to touch. Thank you so much for your time. We enjoyed this session and we appreciate your turnout. We are really, really honored. So keep sharing, keep talking about Digital Mom. I know it's going to be a very good year for every one of us. Thank you. If you still have questions, the time is still on. We still have about 18 minutes to the end of the program. So please feel free to have your comments, feel free to have your questions. Oh,
I
you
think
can
there's a
raise your hand.
question in the chat room.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Somebody said my concern is my children meeting strangers and choosing privacy. Yeah. How do you balance the age difference between kids to watch appropriate content using my family link? Yeah, that's a very good question. Okay, when you are setting up the family link, it might cost you to reset your child's device all the way. In the event that when you were setting up the email, you this email was set up as an adult, or maybe you used one of your emails. You have to set up the email as a child. You can now set up a Gmail for your child. You can sign up for a Gmail for your child and you put their age. When you put their age, it should be restricted. The access, the access to some apps will be restricted. So she will not be able to, he or she will not be able to download any app above that age group. So they won't have access to a lot of things. So on the family link, it's right from the setup. So what the family link does is, in the event that your child decides to go and download any app or try to check something, like if it's a kid, the YouTube will be YouTube Kids. Now my children are leaving YouTube Kids. They are now on YouTube Things. Their YouTube changed automatically on their birthday, but a notification was sent to me for approval. That am I aware that this person's age is going to be changing, and they will want to change so that the content they will be having is going to be quite different. And I gave my nod. I approved it. So their YouTube now has slightly changed. So that same applies to using Family Link app. I don't know if that has answered your question. We can still take more questions. Yeah, thank you. So please, if you cannot say your question now, you can drop them in the chat box. You can drop them in the chat box. We'll take it as well. So feel free to drop your. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Any more questions? Any more questions? Please don't forget, if you are on the family link and you run into any issue, please feel free to come back. We can always have a private call where the setup can be properly done. If what we've explained you do not understand, you have to set it up via email. Then you download the app on your phone. When you download the app on your phone, you you will put it your email, then begin to link, and that's what it's called. So you are the parent. You are the parent, then they are the children. So you make yourself the parent on the family link. So you have your access when you are on how to manage your family link. So it's from your Google, the Play Store, or what's it called, App Store. If you are using iPhone, you can, irrespective of what you are using, either iPhone or Android, Family Link is available for everyone, and it helps you to control all their apps, and the device even as a whole. It helps you to control the app and the device as a whole. Thank you so much. Any more question here? Can one update the setting as child group? Yes. Yes. Once you set up their phone or their device with their correct age, as they grow, the setup will automatically change. When my kids became teenagers early this year, the setup actually changed. So you can change the settings. You can update the setting as the child grows. It's allowed. It is allowed. Please, let's feel free to drop our questions. Let's feel free to drop our questions. We're almost rounding up. We want to ensure we keep to time. We don't want to extend beyond the timing that we are set, so that when next we are calling you to come out for this kind of events, you won't see us as time wasters. More questions? Okay. I want to believe we are fine now. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Can I control yes, it's going to be from your phone. You are controlling all the devices from your phone. If you feel today no phone will work in this house, you lock it. I do it here. You lock the phone. If you feel today you don't get your assignment done, because children can be very funny. I have my kids take their phones to the toilet, and they'll go and sit in the toilet and be pressing phone, and they'll be there all the way. So you can lock it from your phone. That's the essence of, yeah, when they are using your phone. Oh no, you can't. When they are using it's your phone, you can't restrict yourself. The only thing you can do is ensure you are not the type that engage in malicious or adult content, so that they don't have access to it. You cannot restrict yourself, because your email was used to set up your phone as an adult. So when you are using your phone, you need to monitor them. When they are using your phone, you need to monitor them. And that's where the conversation comes in. You enlighten them to understand the do's and don'ts, where they should not go in. As parents, like I said earlier, we lead by example. Ensure you don't post adult content. Ensure you don't engage in it. If you don't engage in it, it's not likely your children will come and see that on your phone. I don't know if you understand my point. So it's what you engage in when you drop your phone. There are some people, I tell them, if they don't even have, they can't drop their phones for their kids because of what they engage in on their phone. So we lead by example. As mothers, these children, we are their first role model. They watch us. I don't know if I've given an example before in a class. When I'm someone that I get hot easily. I can't stand heat. So, and we were staying in a house. This is a very funny illustration that is on the top floor. And top floor gets hot very much in the afternoon. Before you can start feeling the breeze, it will be maybe around 9, 10 p.m. in the night. So when I come back from work, the first thing I do is I undress and leave only my underwear and walk around the house, do my house chores, cleaning, cooking, and everything. And on that fateful day, I came back from work and I met my daughter stark naked. And I asked my house help, come, why is this girl naked? She came back from school and you could not even get her dressed. She said she told her, I am not wearing clothes. Even when my mom comes back from work, she does not wear anything. Why should I wear a clothes? That was a 2 or 3-year-old child. I had to quickly go and buy a short, and that was my genesis of wearing a short knicker at home and a small top, to ensure that no matter the heat, I must wear it. So we are the first role models of our children. And if we ensure that our phones, we don't engage in all of this pornography, adult content, malicious sites, thereabout, I'm very sure when they handle your phone, you won't have anything to fear. But you cannot restrict yourself with Family Link all by yourself. So, any other question? Can we round up now? Thank you so much once again. We want to appreciate every one of you for your attendance. God bless you. Feel free to message us on WhatsApp to ask more questions or seek help if need be. We're very much available for you. And I want to sincerely appreciate our founder and the main convener of Digital Mom, Mrs. Korede Olosunde. We are so honored to have you on this call, that you took us as your babies. Even the timing could not take you away from us. We really appreciate you. We are blowing you a very big kiss from here. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. So at this juncture, we're going to call it a day. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. See you next month with another beautiful and exciting topic. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Ma. Very exciting.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Thank you.